We're in your city. We're in your house. We got the voodoo juju. We got troubles.
Last year, Chris Roper reviewed LittleBigPlanet and used all sorts of adjectives to describe it. Stuff like fantastic, incredible, and so on. Now Sackboy and all of his cardboard components are storming Sony's portable and LittleBigPlanet PSP. Here you're once again a creator in the LBP universe, and you have to navigate your platform and Sackboy through 7 different lands as you help other LittleBigPlanet creators out of jams so that they can make it to the creator parade. To get these artists on board, you'll need to fight giant apes, dodge lasers, and so much more in adorable environments that aren't afraid to get tough on your burlap behind. If you've played LittleBigPlanet before, the PSP version is going to feel like home to you, and that's pretty darn impressive. When you jump into LittleBigPlanet levels, you'll find sprawling environments for you to grab and jump through with bright colors, beautiful contraptions, complicated devices, and some really rocking tunes. This franchise has always been a platformer at heart, and hopping and grabbing works well here. The game is akin to a side-scrolling platformer, but there are 2 planes for Sackboy to exist on. You still get caught up on objects here and there when you're trying to go from one plane to another, but it's better than it's been in the past. Of course, this is a handheld interpretation of a huge console game, so fans will notice environments feel a bit empty if you're comparing them to the PS3, but they still look super good for the PSP. Obviously, creating your own levels is a huge part of LittleBigPlanet, but I had the game crash on me a few times when I was finishing up working on my level. It didn't matter because I'd already saved, but it was a bit disconcerting. The 2 or 3 crashes I had while finishing up building my level really didn't get me down because creating was so much fun. I quickly fell in love with this game's ability to let my imagination run wild. The creation system is definitely a bit clunkier than the PS3 version, and there is some slowdown when you're hovering through a massive creation, but none of this detracts from how awesome it is to be able to whip up a level on the bus or on the couch while your roommate watches TV. Of course, playing the levels in LittleBigPlanet is a pretty nifty experience itself. Sony tossed in more than 30 developer-created levels, and they're chock full of adorable characters, deadly challenges, and prize bubbles to collect. I can tell you that the challenges found in Tinseltown are some of the best LittleBigPlanet levels I've played on any platform. The areas can be a bit simple, but there's no denying how much fun it is to jump through these things, and collectors like myself will totally want to double back and search for hidden prize bubbles. Although there's no multiplayer of any kind in LittleBigPlanet PSP, you can share your levels with friends via ad hoc mode, and you can still upload your created levels to the game servers and download everyone else's. So even though not every level is going to be a winner, there's the potential for seemingly unlimited free content with this game. If you didn't like LittleBigPlanet on the PS3, you're not going to like LittleBigPlanet on the PSP, but that also means you're an idiot, so bugger off. LittleBigPlanet PSP definitely looks and feels familiar, but the levels are new, the challenge is here, and you can finally create your masterpiece wherever you are. Yes, multiplayer and some kind of PS3 connectivity would have been nice, the loads could have been shorter, and things can feel a bit too simple. But this game is fun and provides a hell of a lot of content for a single PSP game. For the full written review, check out IGN.com.